winds, warmth and the smell of delicious food drift out. And as people file in, there's this pixie that you see flying about, wings like fire, a bright red that seems to uh, wane and wax in color and brightness as he moves about. And he welcomes many of these adventurers that have gathered here by name. It seems like he knows them from some time past. And so you all make your way into this tavern, and this pixie, he looks at you. He doesn't know you, so he pauses and he nods, and he just kind of points you into the tavern. You all make your way in, and you find a empty table at the very center. And this is where this pixie directs you to. You all find your seat, and our friend Pixie, where did it go? Where's Bloop, introduces himself as the Ember King. Um, so,
Are you like a real king?
yes, I'm very much a real king. This is my little piece of the Feywild here. Uh, just so I'm not exactly sure what you've been told about this place, but this is my tavern, uh, the aptly named Tavern of the Emperor King. I'm here to collect stories. My day job is I work over at the summer court. I'm the storyteller there. It's wonderful. It's great, and a lot of the stories I tell, the people love them. But it's my favorite job because they're not even my story, right? I mostly just take them from other people. Now, I haven't seen any of you guys here before, so who are you? Uh, so if you want to just go around and introduce yourselves. Let's start with let's just start with Tally, and then we'll work our way down the line.
All right. Cool. You see a fire genasi who seems awfully at home here in the tavern because I took one of the kind of special backgrounds that's allowed from Durnan's. It's like a DM's Guild thing, but I'm a tavern regular is my background. Just real quick backstory. He attended a specific tavern that was in between the fire and air elemental planes. He ended up catching the eye there of a air genasi, and they got married over time. And she worked there. He attended the tavern pretty much every day, and so their relationship blossomed over time until eventually the tavern ran into hard times, and pretty much all the main patrons and the workers there decided that to earn the coin to keep the establishment alive, they would all need to kind of adventure out and do what they can. So he separated ways from his wife for the time being, and of course they keep in contact in any way they can. It's actually another one of my characters you may end up running into at some point. But this is Cinnamon. His wife is Stormin. And yep. So he's excited to get his adventure started and hopefully earn some coin he can take back to the tavern. That's probably what he was out looking for.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful. That's a great story. He was a fire genasi. She was an air genasi. Could it be more obvious? How about you, Mr. Dragonborn over here? Who would you be?
Oh, do you mean me?
Yes, I do.
I am a metallic dragonborn, and I've come to spread the righteous rule of law and to protect everyone. To try and help the local citizenry as best I can. I was a member of my local city guard. However, I have ventured off into the world to share what I know and to try and help other constabulatories and other groups so that they may better protect their own citizenry.
Oh, that's very interesting. Rule of law. You might find the Feywild not particularly to your liking. There's some very strange rules and laws here that are quite different from ones that you're used to, in Faerun and the Sword Coast. Even, there's very many countries and kingdoms and principalities around, but the Feywild is a special place, very special. Let's see. I see a gnome here. We don't get many gnomes. What would your name be?
Wow, are you talking to me? Alright, greetings, future minions. I am Heinz, and I would, really prefer the term, great and powerful wizard, but, unfortunately, I'm an artificer. You don't really hear much about the great and powerful artificer. It just doesn't roll off the tongue, no one ever says how great and powerful they are, but we're very great and powerful. Now, if you want stories, I got tons, both my father and my mother both missed my birth. Can you believe that? Also, my father, he was a very cruel man, so if you want stories, man, do I have lots of them for you. But yes, I am Heinz Napone, and I will one day rule the small little area near Doofenstein's. Really, it's a nice little quaint town. You should stop by. It's very friendly.
My
Quite
friend,
a
that sounds
pleasure.
wonderful. That is some fantastic voice work, by the way. That's great.
Also, I have this quiver I got from a previous adventure. It's endless, and I don't really use it. So if anyone wants to use that, they can. And also, I got this glowing sword. I don't know what it does, but apparently it's magic. But I don't need it because I have dark vision. So, plus, I don't really plan on being the one, hitting things.
Well,
What is it?
Or if anyone wants a glowing sword, go for it. It's a Moontouch longsword. And the other one's just a quiver of, basically it's like the quiver version of a bag of holding. It holds unlimited ammunition.
Yeah, that's cool. I see on you come bearing many weapons, but here in my little domain in the Feywild, we don't particularly need those things. I keep a pretty good watch on who comes in the door, who comes out of the door. If you leave this tavern, you should probably bring your weapons. It can get pretty dangerous out there. But also, if you're crafty, you don't exactly need them.
Oh, good, because I'm all about being crafty. Yeah, no, I would much rather, build my way through a situation and dominate those who stand in my way than actually have to fight them. They should just be intimidated by the gears that I bring. They shouldn't actually want to fight me.
Yeah, see, that's good. That's good. There's not, we like to be creative here in the Feywild. Stabbing people, shooting people with arrows gets boring after a while, right? You live as long as I have. You've seen enough swords to last you for another 3 lifetimes. So let's see. There's 2 other small folk here. Would you care to share who you are and your story?
Which one?
Let's start with
Just Z the tokens. That way we can all see them.
which do what?
Select them and then hit Shift and Z.
Select Shift Z.
Okay,
That.
that'd be good. That'd be me. All right. So before you stands a small, stout halfling of about 3 feet, blue eyes, brown hair. He's dressed in functional but rudimentary homemade clothes, which gives an air of being of little means. His small size is even more apparent when juxtaposed against the spear he carries, which is essentially double his size. To see him as anything but positive or happy is truly rare. Hey guys, I'm Karomo Oakleaf, but you can call me Small Fist. You all look great. It's really nice to meet you. Today is going to be great. Thanks.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm sure it will be great. And shift Z. Yeah, there we go. All right. And
Tinsel
who would
Underwood
you
is
be?
Tinsel Underwood is a male stout halfling paladin with a soldier background from Gormop. He's excited to be here in the big city. He is from a small town in the western heartlands on the Dusk Road. It was dominated by halflings and led by a human mayor. It was the fastest growing settlement of halflings north of Luren. Mostly it was a community that got by farming and raising livestock and then trading the goods like grapes to make sour wines and blankets made from wool and hair from goats and sheep and other products that were raised that they made from their goods. Now, Cormop wasn't too far from the Darkhold, and as such, dangers were often around. Tinsel did his part by joining the Corm Arp militia, patrolling the territories and keeping a watchful eye with his fellow militia members. Tinsel followed the older religion, like most halflings of Cormop, and would often be found at the Lady House, which was the temple of the halfling goddess Sheila Paramore, the watchful mother. As part of the halfling pantheon of the Andala's children, she was known as the goddess of nature, song, dance, agriculture, romantic love for the halflings. And Tinsel's shield and breastplate of his armor has her holy symbol, along with an amulet around his neck. It's of a large flower similar to a daisy, the size of a sunflower. So that is Tinsel.
Wait, did you say that you make hair out of sheep and goats?
I did not.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Pretty sure I didn't.
Well, it's definitely good to meet you all. We seem to be a pretty jovial party, each and every one of us, especially you there, Heinz. I see what you really mean by all that world domination talk. You must mean by good times.
Oh yes, I will take over the world so we can all be friendly and I can all get everything I want.
I think I can
That's
help
wonderful. And I see there was another member that came in with you all. Mr. Human in the corner, would you like to give your name?
Yes, you can call me Maricani. I'm not quite sure why I'm here. I was just walking around the street and suddenly there was an inn. Nobody else is creeped by that? Okay, I'm a little creeped out. And yeah, and I was sitting in this table and I was just like, well, I guess I might as well just wait. But if you need me, I'm here. Can't say I'm really an adventurer, but I'll go with the flow. I can be a good ranger. I think I've got skills, and I lived in the woods most of my life. Well, since we get personal a little bit here, it looks like I don't know my parents, and I'm looking for my lost dog. Really, that's why I was here. I thought he ran this way. I can't find him, but yeah, we'll work on that later. Let's see what you guys got going on.
I mean, really, are you going to complain about the inn coming to you for a change instead of you having to travel all around trying to find it?
Yes,
Well-
yes, I am. Thank you.
Well, he just did lose his
And you
dog.
can't please some people.
That's an unfortunate thing to have lost your dog. I love a dog. I'm sure it's a good dog.
Yes, he's a very good dog. His name is Mitch.
What a great name for a dog, Mitch. Mitch the dog.
All right. Well, it's very wonderful to meet everybody, and I think at the moment we'll have.
Now, you might want to look into some agencies about your dog. Does he ever wear a fedora?
Can you guys see the menu that I just put up?
Ooh, that's tiny.
I know it's a little small, but yeah.
Yeah, not at all.
I can see it.
Alright.
I'll hand
See
it
food
to
and-
I'll hand it to the gnome so the gnome can read it.
That's what I was about to say. Just the right size for some of us.
Yeah. So this is our general menu. We don't, we're not anything fancy here. Just the general spirits and imbibements. You have your ales, your whiskeys, your wines. a dark and stormy, perhaps, if you would want one. And then a standard pub fare for food, cheese curd, pretzels, fried mushrooms, all of those sorts of things. Would anybody like any? And before you close it. And one thing that we do special here in my tavern is nobody pays for anything. I have no need for gold here. Many others in the Feywild don't also have a need for gold. It's a little, it's something that humans and halflings and dwarves use. We don't really use such little trinkets like that. All I ask is that you give me a good story. Now, most of you have given a story, so already. So why don't I, if anybody would like anything to eat or drink, let me know. I can run back and get it, and you can be all set. And,
I mean, you got a lot of liquor here on the menu, but do you actually have any coffee?
Coffee. I don't know if we have coffee in the Feywild, actually.
I don't think he needs coffee. I don't think anyone here wants him to have coffee.
Oh, come on! I mean, I gotta have my cup of Joe.
I mean, the caffeine, it's almost, caffeine's kind of a charm effect, right? And as fey creatures, we're pretty immune to charms generally. They don't really work on us, so caffeine, not much to it, generally. It's a bitter drink, but, why drink decaf? You would drink something else.
If you ever find the story of why we call it a cup of Joe, I would love to know that. Because what did we do? Did we just start drinking a guy named Joe and say, hey, he tastes a lot like these granular beans? Seriously, why do we call it that?
Well, maybe there's a library in town and you can go check it out and do some research and we'll wait on you here.
Well, in the meantime, I think I wouldn't mind a drink, and oh man, ain't nothing better than a pale ale. You should try the one back in on the edge of the fire and airplanes. Oh man, but yeah, I'll try it. I see you want to cost me one embarrassing story though. That's it's always hard to admit an embarrassing story, but I guess I got one. Whenever I first met Storm there at the tavern, I really wanted to impress her as much as I could. And I'll admit, one night I had a few too many pale ales, as it were, and misjudged my strength. One of the workers was carrying a few heavy boxes by, and how I thought I'd show my strength and help him carry them by. And then I ended up tripping and falling, and they went everywhere, and the whole bar stood up laughing while I picked up all the things off the ground and tried to duck out as fast as I could. But later on, Storm told me she thought it was sweet how I was trying to help out at least. But man, it was so embarrassing. Now how about that pale ale, sir?
I'll get that right after we get everybody else's orders. But nothing worse than trying to help them falling down on your ass.
Oh, it's the worst. Out of character, that's a semi-true story.
Is that how you met your current partner?
No, thank goodness. But one time I did totally try to help some people being nice, and then ended up dropping everything. And then everyone was like, someone was like, "Are you okay?" And then someone else was like, "Screw him. Is the stuff okay?" And I was like, "Oh man," I just ended up leaving. I was so embarrassed. Hey, it happens. It happens. I drank too much.
Oh, that story to get more alcohol. How ironic.
Yep.
Tavern rag. I just keep coming back for more.
Yeah. So, Tinsel here, you told us quite a bit about your deity. That's a white wine on the house if you want it.
Oh yeah, I'll take some of that.
All right.
Thank you much. Appreciate it.
I know there was one that was a sad story. Where? I don't know.
If you want sad stories, do I have one for you? Now, there was this one time, my father, he had this treasured statue we'd keep in the garden that was supposed to ward off evil spirits. One day, our statue went missing. I guess someone else needed it to protect their garden. So my father dressed me up in a red hat and a blue suit and had me stand in the gardens to ward off evil spirits. I had to stand there every day, constantly. And I stood there and thought to myself that one day I will rule the world so no one has to face this injustice again.
And how did that
That's a
make you
good
feel?
story.
It's like his daily piece. He's like, just go stand out there, please, just for an hour.
Just alone, standing in the garden every day on the lawn.
Oh, that's quite a good story there. I will give you a brown ale for that there.
I don't drink. Drinking's
Well-
gonna mess up my mind. It really caused me to have weird hallucinations and stuff. Also, I have to keep my wits up to do all my scheming.
Somebody else at the table can have it.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, thank you.
I'll actually have the ginger fish and chips.
All right, one coming right up for you, sir. Let's see.
By the way, if you didn't know what I was doing, I was describing a lawn gnome.
Yeah, like the Expedia gnome.
Classic.
And now you're traveling around the world.
The beef stew and potatoes look great. I'll have some of that.
All right. Well, that will cost you one story about a battle, something glorious that happened.
Can't say I've been in a battle yet. This is didn't even know I was an adventurer until you told me I was. Well, there was this one time Mitch ran into a bear, and I had to stab it in the eyeball. It was pretty bad. The eyeball juices just squirted all over my face, and I puked. But this mouth was still open because it was dying, so I puked in its mouth, which was gross. So it made me puke some more.
How about a pale ale for you there, sir?
Yeah, that could be a pale ale for an embarrassing story. But I'll give you the two for the stew and the ale for that story. You've checked a couple boxes off on that one.
That was embarrassing. All right.
I'd say so.
That was a good one. Here's to that one. Takes a big swig.
Now, Kuromu and Shamael, could you? Is there anything that you would prefer?
Yeah, sure.
drink
Oh, go
something.
ahead. No, you go. You go. That's great.
I will get some. Ordered some wine.
All right. Oh, for that, it'll either be a story about a deity or a story about jealousy. One of those.
Sure, I would say a story about a deity. So, I've always worshipped Saloon, the lovely god, sun god, but then I found out that my grandparents were actually devoutly against Saloon, so I had a real trace of faith. So I then decided to try and find some other deity to worship, and I'm still trying to do that today. Probably trying to find one that's more based in law and order, and that's based on justice. So, if any of you are a deity-focused folk and know one that's focused on that, let me know.
Well, apparently, if you really want, you can just invent your own deity. Just get enough followers to actually want this deity to be real, and then they'll be real. So really, you just need more minions, like me. You could join me and we'll form a religion that makes me ruler of the downtown east area.
Now you could do that, but I'm kind of surprised. Dragonborn Bahamut seems like a great match for you, especially you both of you are very shiny.
Yes, bit embarrassing, but we are not on the best terms with Bahamut. There's been family lore that my grandfather 6 centuries ago, my great parents centuries ago, apparently once defiled a holy area of Bahamut. So I don't think he'd be most welcoming for us. But thank you.
But see, that's the thing, though. You got an inn, right? You got an inn, so you say, hey, I'll worship you. We'll make up for that other thing. Go build a new shrine.
Keep that in mind.
Could work out. Could work out. White wine for you. How wonderful. And Small Fist, how about you? What can I get you?
Yeah, your beef stew sounds divine. I'd really like that.
And do you have a battle story for me?
Maybe not in the grand sense of a battle, but my folks and my brothers and I, we used to do mercantile business with a monastery up in the mountains, and we were bringing a shipment to the monastery, and we heard some things going on in the woods, and it sounded like it was a war band of like kobolds or goblins or some other little vicious creatures that tend to be in the woods. I got a little bit nervous, dropped some of the supplies, which landed on my older brother's feet. He started screaming and carrying on. Well, the element that was coming upon us, I think, thought we were a much larger, formidable force than they had anticipated, and they ended up running off, and no battle actually occurred, but it was mostly my clumsiness that saved the day there. So, yeah, that's what I got.
If it works, it works. Stew for you as well. I will have all of this in a moment. And,
that's great. That's great.
So he rushes off into the kitchen, go grab some things. While you're all there, just looking around a little bit about the tavern. It's about 40 feet by 50 feet. You have all these various tables. Everybody's celebrating the holiday, telling all these stories about their ancestors. There's a lot of battle stories, so there's a lot of the brown ale floating around, and that's also a good amount of the smell. Is that there's torches all around the tavern on the walls, and there is this very large fireplace right next to where you all are sitting. And you notice that every once in a while there'll be one of these pixies that comes in, and it's as the fire is seemingly dying down. Another pixie will come in, and their wings will glow hot red like metal, and there'll be a big spark, and then all of a sudden a little flame will appear. So these are Ember pixies. And they go around and they set things on fire. Could be quite annoying in a farming village or any place that isn't the Ember King's domain. So the Ember King, he comes back. He's carrying all the food and drinks that you had. You also everybody gets inspiration. So you have advantage on a roll if you want it for all those wonderful stories that you've told. So
Inspiration, thank you.
Yep.
Another round. This is a lovely establishment you have here, and believe me, I know a tavern.
Absolutely, thank you. Now, it's just quite interesting. I don't, first time visitors are always really exciting. Are you, you seem, I know a couple of you say that you're not adventurers, but, if I could, if you would like to go on a little bit of an adventure, I could, maybe give you something for your time. Help you explore this tavern and learn about the Feywild a little bit. Is that something you would all be up for?
Sure.
Well, I'm no beggar, and I need to earn a little bit of coin here and there, as much as I can to bring back home. Do you think you could spare a few coins for our time, at least?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There will be both coin and there's a special cloak that's made not very far from here. A couple of my friends they have a little weaving station set up, and they make these wonderful cloaks. And I can also give you some of those for your troubles. Of course, the only thing I really ask is once you complete this, relatively easy task, there's going to be a story involved. So I'm going to want to hear that story once you all get back here. And but you all look like a capable bunch. I think you can do it. So I'll give you some magic items, and uh, if you want, at the end of the night, once you're done with this, you can go out the door you came in, go back to Waterdeep, go on with your life as it were, or I can let you out the back door of this tavern, and then you can go into the Feywild. Most of the time it's pretty hard to jump between the material plane and the Feywild, but this tavern here is a little bit of a portal itself. Uh, so I'll let you do that if you want, but no pressure to do that. You could just go out the door that you came in if you want. Um, and we call this the trial of the Ember King. Everybody else in this room here that you can see around you, and as you look around, there are all manner of people here. There's a table of they appear to be some kind of nomadic barbarian tribe. They're all covered in furs, uh, huge axes at their sides, slamming down drinks. One of them had some like moss-colored antlers as a headdress. There's another table that's a group of these very refined elves. Um, all hanging out. Another group is it's a very mixed group. There's dwarves and humans and halflings and
Oh
gnomes
my!
there. Yeah. So everybody in this tavern here has gone through what we've decided to call the Ember King's trial. Is that something that interests you?
Sure.
I thought this place was just gonna be a relaxing time, but if you have to make me do trials, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, getting paid to have a little stroll through a tavern. I mean, I didn't think it would be this easy. They're not gonna believe this. But yeah, sure.
So all you have to do, I can move you around. All you have to do is you have to get to the fireplace. Right back here in this room, you just got to get back to the fireplace. And here we go. And all of a sudden, there's a bright flash of light. Everything goes white. You can't move for a second. And as your vision returns, you are, let's see.
oh dang it! I get to eat my last French fry.
As
I
your
was
vision
saving it.
returns, you are in, if you go just above on the map, up to the top, there's a room that's been revealed. It's purple. It's got a big one on it. It's on the second floor of this tavern. And that is where we all are. Yep, Marcani has found it. So that's the room that we find ourselves in. And and you also find this is this is actually kind of funny that gnomes and halflings in the party, you are all tiny size now. You have all been shrunk down. But for some of you, this is terrible. You're cut down to maybe a quarter of your height. But for the halflings and gnomes, you're about half, just under half your height. For a real measure, you're about a foot and a half tall, maybe like a small dog or like a really big cat. That's basically how large you are at the moment.
My goodness, this is what it feels like? And he's kind of like looking at some of the usually smaller guys, not trying to be too offending, but he's like, oh, huh? I never imagined the world from this perspective.
And so the Ember King pops up. He's also in this room with you. He says, "Look, normally there's a pretty strict time limit, but with 6 of you here, I'm sure you could blaze through this. So I'm not gonna rush you. Don't worry about how long it takes. I encourage you to walk into the rooms if the doors are open. If the doors are locked, then maybe reconsider. Um, but maybe you're thieves. Maybe you know how to lock pick doors. What do I know? I just run a tavern. But you get down to the fireplace. You've got some magic cloaks. You've got some gold, and of course you'll have good stories for me as well. Good luck,
I mean, I would appreciate being able to see. I mean, this place is just dark.
All right. So, contrary to that, the room is actually brightly lit by candles. So this
I can't
room,
believe it. This place is dark.
so this is a 20 by 25-foot room. Massive bedroom, massive bedroom. But there's a bed, there's a chest. You can see in that top corner there, there's a small closet. Um, you also see that there's a small pack lying against the wall, right in over this door here. So I guess that's on the in the eastern corner. That would be, and you all can see from where you are already that there are 4 rats going through this pack, looking to see what's up with it. They're looking for something in it. So you are you're on the bed, you're on the floor, you're on the chest on the southwest corner of the room. So adventurers, what do you wish to do?
I wish to be able to see more than the wall.
We have to find our way back to the tavern. Is that what he said before we left? I'll look around.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I guess we should get out of here and go find the tavern. And,
Well, I wonder what's in this chest here. And I open the chest.
In the chest.
Good move. Good move.
In the chest, what you find is what appears to be maybe like a merchant's set of clothes, a couple set of clothes, a couple of really nice hats. Perhaps it's a hat merchant that is currently in this room. And there's a large, very large, bright blue cloak in there as well. But nothing that would really fit anybody. This is clearly a very large hat merchant that is inhabiting this room.
This merchant, he's got some quality merchandise here. It's quality. None of it would fit me, but it's very nice. It's well made.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I know a guy who knows a guy who could probably fit that. I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, you rats, you know how to get out of a wall?
The rats, they just kind of look at you and they go back to digging into the pack.
Sure. Just ignore me. I know you understand me.
I'm not familiar with gnomes. Is that a thing where you can talk to animals like furbolgs?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. So what are the...
Also, it'd be nice if I wasn't in the wall.
Are you in? Yeah, there you go. There it is. Okay, so there's these 4 rats here, and they're looking at the pack, and one of them turns to you. He kind of cocks his head, and he's very very quizzical look. what is this non-rat doing speaking to him? But the rat's there. He looks, turns to you. He comes over and he says, "There's a bit of cheese in this pack, and we're trying to find the cheese here, but we don't have thumbs, so it's hard to open it. We don't want to bite through it. It's a nice pack. We don't want to ruin it, but we can't really untie anything because we don't have thumbs. Can you help us out? Help us get this cheese here?"
All right. Only on one condition. If you can help me also explore some of the rooms, I will get you the cheese.
Helping explore. Yeah. We can do that.
All
But,
right.
we just gotta get the cheese first.
All right. I will open the bag.
All right. So, this is to go very, very into the rules. This is a merchant's pack, with the ledger, the rations, the magnifying glass, all that jazz. And there is also wrapped in wax paper a nice, perfectly cartoonish looking piece of cheese. Just a nice,
Right.
perfect wedge.
All right. I give them half now, and half after they help me.
All right. So the other three rats, they've kind of moved behind the speaker, waiting for him to finish whatever deal he was making with you. And the speaker, he takes the cheese and he goes, "Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is just what we wanted. All this cheese in here." Now, there is it's very convenient. It's just to the left here. You can see under this door. There's a little cutout here that we set it up and blocked it so nobody sees it. But you're nice, so we'll take the cheese out. And let's see. Let me.
Anyway, if you just want to know what the feature is, that's what just make with small piece.
Wow, it looks like you've had dealings with these little folk before.
Okay. Cool.
They're a lot bigger looking at this size, though.
Yeah, so I've marked in yellow there on the map this secret passage that has been shown to you by your new rat friends. And
Hey guys, look, the rat smeared some yellow stuff over the ground and telling me there's a secret passage there.
Oh, it smells like ammonia.
Not sure what the white stuff is, the yellow stuff is, but
Well, you were really carrying on with those rats.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder what the conversation was about now after I see that mess on the floor. But good work, either way.
it was kind of cheesy. You don't want to know about it.
Ooh. So yeah, going through that passage, you guys are now small enough that you can fit into that passage, into this green room to the right. So that's another avenue that's opened up to you that you can go through, and into this room. It looks like it's occupied. The bed is kind of messy. There's some clothes strewn about the room, so somebody is definitely staying here. It is 15 by 20 feet, so a little bit smaller than the other room, but still a nice size for bedroom. I think that's larger than my room is, so it's a nice room.
Is that a coat rack?
That is a staff.
Oh, by the way, what was all the stuff in the bag again?
The bag had.
Any chance you could just kind of post it so I have to keep asking you?
Yeah,
I can copy it and put it in my notes.
Yep. And there it is. The spacing is kind of weird because I just copied it from a PDF.
Yeah, it's
A
fine.
magnifying glass. Nice.
Yep. So this room that you're now in, bed, chest, dresser. It's got that staff there as well. The window is shut. There are a bunch of candles in the room, so it is bright light. And the door is up here, and oops, I'm drawing stuff.
Where's the window?
The window is over the bed. So on the would that be the southeastern part is where the window would be. You have your door, your vanity table, and the staff in the corner. There
Small
you go.
Fist will check out the staff.
All right. So what are you just looking at it? Are you touching it? Are you trying to pick
I
it
touch it and handle it.
All right. So as you touch it to pick it up, there is a swarm of cicadas that just bursts out of the staff,
Yay.
just buzzing and buzzing and buzzing all over, and they swarm you at first, and then they go down under the door. This is a small enough gap that they can fit through. You guys can't fit through. You're still a little large for that. But the cicadas all bust out of seemingly nowhere once you touch the staff, and all just swarm around you and then under the door and out of the room.
Oh my, I did not mean to do that.
Yeah, but how would you have known?
Well, maybe you shouldn't have tipped the staff.
Well,
That
yes,
sounds
yes,
fun.
I guess that's the case, yes.
I think I should
Can
be
we
able to
take the
understand
staff with
cicadas.
us?
I'm not sure on that one. I can do critters. I just don't know about bugs.
It says beasts.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they were. They're not stopping for conversation. They're definitely going, but as they're leaving, you hear them say, "Gotta find Azza. Gotta find Azza. Where's Azza? Where's Azza?"
As of now, I do not know.
So they are looking for somebody.
I take the staff and I.
What?
I know he touched it. Can I is there any sort of handkerchief or any sort of? I assume there's a pillow on the bed, correct?
Yes.
I will take the pillowcase off the pillow. I will then try and handle the staff with the pillowcase between me and the staff.
All right. It is a wooden staff, and there's no cicadas that bust out as you're handling it.
So not a staff.
Well, since you've got that staff, I'm going to go look in this. So I go over to the bureau and start looking through it.
All right. Go look through that, and in there you find a kind of a classic wizard hat, with the stars and the moon, the pointy hat. But this is red, but a pointy red wizard hat. You don't get, there's no cicadas or nothing. You don't really get any sense that there's anything special about it in a magical sense. It's just a nice hat that somebody. I don't know why.
Pointy red hat. That just brings you back to my days standing on a lawn.
Well, nothing of interest here. Should we go through the door?
Yeah, and
Can I
Dan's gonna
use a
try to
magnifying
open that
glass
door.
and investigate under the bed really quick?
Yeah, for sure. There are, make a perception check for me.
Not an investigate check.
If you're just looking, that would be perception. If you want to get under the bed and crawl around and do all that, that would be investigation.
All right.
Your
Still
choice.
investigating. Dang. Get advantage with the magnifying glass.
Sure. Why not? AT, there you go. That's way better. So underneath the bed, you find, of course, dust bunnies. However, this being the Feywild, they are actual bunnies. Very tiny, almost translucent rabbits that are composed of all this, loose hair and fur and dust that has accumulated over time. And they're hopping about. There's a whole little ecosystem down here, but when they see you approach, they run away.
Oh, come
and
on, you guys. I'm not that scared. I'm not like the giant halfling.
And then also you go around and you find 3 gold pieces.
Huh?
That,
0.
Yep.
I'll pick them up.
All right. And were
Hey, you
people
boys
going
haven't
through the
seen
door?
anything weird happen around here lately, have you? Technically, I can talk to them. They are bunnies.
I'm gonna say no because they would be fae, not beasts.
Okay.
Or I guess that would be monstrosities. I don't know if there's a fae category.
Monstrosities? Ah!
Goddamn abomination it is.
All right, and if people are going for the door, I'm gonna say that because you're only 1.5 feet tall, you gotta like stack on top of each other. So I'm going to need whoever is on the bottom. I'm gonna need them to make a strength check for me to hold
If anyone
up.
have mage hands, this would be a lot easier.
Well, I'll help any way I can, but I really think I'm probably a top of the pyramid kind of guy.
I can be your bottom half.
Could I just thorn whip it?
You said you needed a strength athletics.
Yes. 19. All right, there you go. So you expertly just kind of hoist up Tinsel. You're like a cheerleader at halftime, just throwing him up there. And he perfectly lands on your shoulders, goes for the door handle, and it is locked, unfortunately.
It's locked. It's Small Fist that he hoisted, but it's locked up here.
Yeah, so this door is locked, and as you're kind of jimmying the handle, yeah. Oh, yeah. You have a really high passive perception, so you would notice as you're jimmying the handle, there are footsteps in the hallway coming towards the door.
Hey, there's somebody coming this way.
Can we hide
Okay,
under
ask
the
them what
bed?
they want. Maybe it's room service.
Can you see through the keyhole?
Oh, that's a great idea.
So I look through the keyhole.
It is a good idea. So you look through the keyhole, and you see somebody who they're dressed in You see a elderly human female dressed in a red robe, seems to go with the hat that you found in the dresser there, and she is walking towards the door and pulling out a key.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
There's the swarm of cicadas kind of politely following behind her.
Shoot. I think the room's owner's coming in. So I hop down.
So is that
Under
you
the
think
bed.
as is?
Yeah, can we fit under the bed?
Yeah, you can all fit under the bed if you wanted to.
I just go out the secret door.
This way.
Okay. Oh, the does connect. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah. That yellow is the passage opened up from the rats.
My apologies. I did wait.
I mean, no, go ahead. Go under the bed. That's what your instincts tell you. Maybe you'll learn something. I'm just not the stealthy
Stay right
kind.
here.
So our just everybody that's in room 1 is in there, and then Sida and Marakani are hiding in the room.
No, I'm just gonna stay where I am. I mean,
Sinnoh,
Just hanging out in the.
yeah, they might
Alright.
not be a bad person.
All right.
Just a room invasion.
Well, technically, like I came in here with the intent of that. It just happened to be getting in here to get out. And someone's opening the door.
Yep. So door opens and in walks the aforementioned female mage, old human walking in, wearing her nice shiny red robes, and she sees you down there on the floor, and she says, "Oh, are you? You're doing the Ember King's trial, aren't you?"
Uh, trying. I'm new to this. We ended up here, and then we heard you come in. Everybody left. I don't know where they are. Is that the door
Uh,
out? Can I get out that way?
that is the door out. Why was my staff touched? My cicadas came find me,
You'd have
and
to ask the guys. They're adventurers. I just kind of got caught up in this. I think they thought the staff was a key or something. I don't know. They didn't tell me. They just started touching stuff.
yeah, that is something adventurers do, especially Faerun. There's a lot of thievery in Faerun here.
Tell me about it.
Feywild is Feywild's a little different. I'm sure the Ember King has told you, more than a couple times about differences here. Thievery is not it's not particularly looked well upon here, but you seem like a stand-up fellow.
I
So,
am standing up. Oh, that's not what you meant.
if you see your friends, you know, let them know that I don't appreciate my things being touched, but I'm not sure exactly where everybody else went, but this door was locked. I'll leave the door unlocked and a little bit open for you all. Just give it a shove to close it, and come find me downstairs when you're done. Tell me what you found.
Okay. I mean, I'm not real good at this stuff, but I can close the door. I'll do that. I'll do that for you.
All right, wonderful. I look very much forward to hearing your tale. And she walks out of the room, keeps the door a little bit open, so you guys can get out if you choose to go that way.
Yeah,
And you
nice
hear her
lady.
steps recede down the hallway.
I will. I'm just gonna peek my head in and say, "Hey, the nice lady left the door open for us. You guys coming?"
Sure.
Actually, I want to find out there's stuff in this room that we missed. So I'm going to explore this room a bit more.
Kenny's
see.
gonna walk out the door and say, "So whoever leaves last, just shut it, okay?"
If I can reach.
And let me reveal the room that you go into, which is, I think, the largest single room in this whole. Oh no. Got my polygon reveal all messed up. Do that. And there. Okay. So that main room there, you can all see. Heinz, what are you looking in? There's
There was also a chest. Did we actually take anything from the chest?
you guys didn't take anything. There was that big blue robe. That's
Clothes. There was clothes and hats.
yeah.
Wait, blue robe,
Just
red
clothes.
pointy hat. This is a law no. This is a no making factory.
But yeah, just clothes in there. Nothing really of import.
All right. How about this door?
That door is. What's that door locked? Let me find it. That door is unlocked, but you're a foot and a half tall, so
No.
can't exactly
I'm
get
3
up.
foot
to the
2.
door. No, everybody has been shrunk down. There's something the Emperor King did.
Oh, okay.
Well, guys, to avoid any trouble, I'm not going to touch anything else. Okay.
Thorn whip the door open. Use my thorn whip to grab the handle and pull.
All right. You throw up. The door is unlocked, and it opens up.
Yeah, I just do the same trick to close it.
All right. You stride in triumphantly to the rest of the group.
Yeah, that door was unlocked the entire time. We could have left whenever we wanted.
Well, that
And
was quite a tug you gave it with that whip, but it looks like it might take a little force at this size.
So in this room, this is the kind of the common room here, and in I couldn't really find a good token for it, but this is the best I can do. In this chair, snaps to the group, whatever. Sitting at this table, you see an elf. He's reading a book. He's sipping from a wine glass. He turns to you, gives you a head nod, acknowledges that you're there. Really into his book though, and there's also this rather large sofa here in the middle of the room. Room is brightly lit. There's torches all around, and so there's this door here and this door here are possible avenues that you guys could go through. Basically, the green door and the blue door.
Yeah, the lady said to meet her downstairs, so maybe we should go downstairs. Hey, sir, with the book.
Yes, can I help you?
Sit down here. Oh, my feet are killing me. Listen, there was a lady who told us to go downstairs, but we're supposed to do some kind of trial. I'm just kind of hanging out with these adventurers. It's going downstairs. Will that end the trial? Is that going to be is that the end, or should I go through?
You'll have to make your way over to the fireplace, I believe. That's it's
Yeah.
been a very long time since I've completed the trial. I don't quite remember. But yes, it's somewhere downstairs, I believe, in the main room is where you'll have to go.
Okay. So yeah, if we go, it looks like if we go downstairs, we're heading the right way, guys. Do you want to do that, or you guys still looking around?
Well, you're 2 for 2 on this stuff. You're really good at this. You should really look into this as a line of work. You're doing great.
Yeah, let's go downstairs.
So we'll follow.
All right. So,
Hey, mister, can you open the door for us?
If I open the door, will you lead me to my book?
Maybe.
Yes. I mean, we're asking you to open the door to go downstairs.
Let me put it this way: we're not leaving until the door's open. So
I suppose I have no choice. And the elf reaches over, opens the door, looking down these stairs. They're brightly lit stairs, just like the rest of the tavern is. There's a handrail. I guess you can kind of see it, but it starts very low. So it's maybe a foot off the ground. So it's not very difficult for you all to grab onto. And the handrail it kind of curves a bit down the stairs. The stairway itself is straight, but the handrail curves and even does a little loop-de-loop at one part.
All right. Well, down I go.
All right. So because you guys are very small, it'll take some time to get down the steps because all right, thinking about it, you're about 1.5 feet tall. This is so say in real life you're 6 feet tall. This is a full flight of stairs that are like 5-foot steps. So like this will take some time to get down. Just letting y'all know. But so if there is some magic or something that you think could make it more expedient, But otherwise, we can just fast forward through that. Boom, we're downstairs.
I guess Cinna, before as he kind of sees his friends prepare for that, I mean, he looks beyond, and there looks like at least 2 more doors here, maybe 3 even of rooms. I guess he didn't really give us too much of a time there in the end. I'll just be like, hey, do you want to check these other rooms out before we go?
Damn it. I mean, aren't people living in here? Like, they rent these rooms.
Only one way to find out.
You mean to ask the guy with the book? He didn't seem very talkative.
Nah, maybe we shouldn't disturb him. He's reading. That'd be a little rude. But I mean,
if you want to look around a little more, I'll follow you. No problem.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to just take a peek at least.
Okay, let's do it.
Sure.
I guess I'll come.
Hey, if we end up going all the way downstairs, realize it's the wrong way, and have to climb the stairs, that's gonna be torture.
I'll come in and kind of push on this door, and am I able to open it?
Yeah, the blue door is. Yep.
I was gonna go for
Door's
this.
Unlocked.
Whatever this door is.
That door there.
Right on the field of vision. Yeah.
Yeah, you can open it. It's already slightly ajar. You look in, and that is the bathroom in there.
Oh, okay. So you'll
thank
see
God.
Cinna kind of dips his head in and then immediately pulls it back out, and he's like, yeah, that's the loo there.
Yeah, the from your shrunken perspective, this is the largest toilet any of you have ever seen.
Well, that's the loo. Maybe we should just skip.
Look, there's a log in there. We could be like a log in the water. It'd be like a fun game. We'll see who can keep their balance.
I don't think you know what that log is.
Oh.
Just need a minute, guys.
Someone didn't flush.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Americani. I'll give you a second. No, I guess at that point I'll come over here and let's see. There's 2. Is there 2 doors here, right?
Excellent. Hang on.
So now we.
This blue door here. That's there that you can go in, and I mean, if you want, you can try this brown door right by your character token there.
So much better.
I guess I'll try the
Ouch.
the brown door.
All right. Somebody's gonna have to give you a boost.
Hey guys, man, this one's not open. Can someone help?
Sure, athletics.
Athletics.
Yes, that will be an athletics check.
13.
Oh crapola. Oh, I did pretty good with the negative modifier 17.
All right. So together, you guys are able to do a little. It's a little slower than I believe it was Shamael on the first door as well. No, it was Tinsel on the first door. Just throwing your comrades up, but you're both able to get there. This door is unfortunately locked.
For right now.
For right now, yeah.
You mean I could just disassemble the door?
As far as you know, the door is locked.
Ah man, I'm not too good with breaking and entering, fellas. That the buzz gives me a little bit of blind strength, but I don't think I can bust through this one.
Just out of curiosity, apparently in the pack there was a ledger. Can I read the ledger? Does it say what's on the ledger inside the pack, or is that just flavoring for the pack?
It's just a standard ledger, just detailing business transactions. Nothing.
He buys and sells hats.
Particular. Yep. Just a guy who sells hats.
Oh my goodness! He's the Mad Hatter!
You don't know he's angry.
Come on. Mad isn't a good kind of mad. Anyways, mean, if you want, I can just disassemble the hinges off the door and we can get in. Or I can pick it. I don't know. Which one you want?
I wouldn't want to do any long-standing damage here, but if you feel like you could get in a way where we could just close it again, I'm okay. Or, perhaps we
The
can
guy
just
has
move on.
these tools, smith's tools, alchemy tools, and tinkery tools.
Well, here, let me step out of your way, and I'll see about getting this door open while you do that.
The door handle's a little high.
Yeah, so if people want Heinz to go and try that door, he's going to need a boost as well.
Yeah, like I said, I'm more of a top of the pyramid kind of guy.
All right, I got you. Here, come on, buddy. Let me give you a bit of a lift.
Alright, we'll see what I can do.
All right.
Those aren't the same
Can you make
size
an
as they used to
athletics
be,
check
though.
for me?
Alright, so fees still check?
Cinna's got to make his athletics check to
okay.
hoist you up.
Athletics. Could it be acrobatics?
I mean, I almost feel like he's automatically succeed considering
Okay,
how
it's all
light
good.
it
I'll
is.
probably succeed. I got a 15. This is with a -1, so I'm doing okay.
All right. Perfect. Yeah. So he's able to, get you up there, no problem. And then I will need a. Are you proficient in these tools? All right.
Which all
so
the
then
tools
that'll-
I'm proficient in.
Okay, so that'll be a dex check with your proficiency mod.
Ah, shoot. The tools are kind of small for the lock now, actually. I guess he shrunk them.
Yep, it's the tumblers in there are they're more like pillars at the height that you're at now.
Wait a minute. Maybe I can do it by just sticking my arm in and pushing up on them instead. I try these tools with my arms.
Okay, make a dexterity check at disadvantage.
Okay.
And you
I mean, technically it's the same.
Wow, you're throwing the heat.
Alright.
Yeah, so your arm, you jam it in there, and you're actually able to get the first pin up, and then as you're reaching for the second one, it comes down. It wasn't secured up all the way, and you're actually stuck for a moment, and you have to just kind of wrench yourself out of this lock, and still unable to get it open.
That's not a door! It's a demon!
Maybe this group is not meant to for a life of crime, right?
Fair enough. Let's just go
No,
upstairs.
that can't be
We're
true!
just a curious
I'm
bunch.
supposed to rule the downtown area!
Well, no stone unturned, they say. How about this last room? Tinsel, you over there? Is it open, or do we need to give it a heave?
This door, yeah. If whoever wants to hoist up, make an athletics check.
I'll admit, guys, I'm getting a little tired. Anyone else want to...
This one's stuck.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Yeah, if somebody wants to come in and help out.
Oh my gosh, my athletic checks are balling. So I got an 18, so I'll hoist him up.
All right, perfect.
Or I'll give a
This
heave
door is
on it.
unlocked. So you guys are able to go in. Let me reveal it.
That pale ale that fills my muscles with strength.
All right.
I'm not
So
gonna
there
drop
you
you
are.
and make a fool out of myself again.
So you enter into this room. This is it's a very rectangular room. It's about 15 feet wide and it's like 30 feet down. It's quite large.
This must be the suite.
There is a bed that you can see right in front of you. There's that chest, the desk, and there is a small unlit fireplace that is this like weird little section in the wall. That's an unlit fireplace, and then right next to it here is a pile of firewood. for the fireplace. And you can see that there's a small pot on the shelf, or on the desk rather, a small potted plant.
I'm not touching anything else. That whole bug thing that didn't go well.
Oh, touch it.
Yeah, he did
do
mention
you-
learning about the Feywild, so I don't want to intrude on anybody's belongings, but maybe a little curiosity won't kill us.
That's a great idea. Let's do that.
So I'll take a peek at
what-
this little chest here while it's Tinsel. You're looking at the desk.
I was curious about it, but I'm more curious about the fireplace. Is it cold in the room? Does it seem like it needs a fire?
No, it doesn't need a fire at the moment. Fireplace is just there in case it gets cold. You can tell just based on your good soldierly spatial awareness. You've been creating a map in your mind of where things are, and looking at the stairs, you can guess that this is technically on the how do I want to say it? I guess the water deep facing wall, and it's still it's still rather warm there this time of year. Summer has just coming to a close, so a fire isn't exactly needed.
Okay.
But let's see. Yeah, if you want to take a real good look in there, you can give me an investigation check.
I'll look around.
Well, you say that.
One reminder that you have inspiration from your story. That will give you advantage on a check. Normally you have to say before, but if you want to re-roll this one for that inspiration, you can.
I'll take a look
Well,
if you
I could
ask.
just go ahead and use lucky.
Oh yeah, that works too.
Well, you didn't roll a 1. You rolled a 2.
I did, didn't I? It just came
Oh,
out.
you did.
But you just rolled another 1.
I didn't do
Or
Yeah.
that.
Samuel did. I'm sorry.
The ones everywhere.
Oh my God. They're just going to start calling this roll 1 this session.
For the natural wonders!
I got a 13, but that's not as good as Heinz still.
Yeah, let's everybody's been looking into this here. I guess real quick back to the chest. There's just a couple of they're not exactly nice clothes, but they're not exactly bad. They're thrift store finds.
Oh no,
that
we found this
somebody would
dirty
have.
laundry.
And so I'll just say, yeah, everybody's looking into the fireplace there, and there seems to be like a small crack in the wall behind the whatchamacallit, the firewood.
Oh no, it's
So
falling
if you
apart.
wanted
It's a
to,
cast mending.
if you wanted to, you could move the firewood and try to get a better look at the crack, see how big it is.
I think what I'll do is Tinsel will just move the firewood and point it out to somebody that might have a clue.
All right. So as you move the firewood, so the firewood is quite heavy. So you are going to need a friend to help you move it if you want to get it moved. And,
Here, let me
I need
help.
both of you to make strength checks for me.
Oh, this is not going to go well.
Yes, let's have the small folk
Check
do
or
it.
athletics?
Athletics.
Not bad.
All right. So the two of you together, even though you're, you guys are halflings. You're used to not being the largest person around. So the two of you are able to. No. You lifted with your legs with proper technique. So you guys are able to get this firewood pushed off, and you could see that this crack is large enough that if you really wanted to, you could get in there. And while that's happening, Is Murakami just chilling on the couch? Are you looking
Yeah,
in the cushions?
yeah. No, I'm just chilling. I'm watching this guy read and listening if he's reading out loud, and just this is I'm not quite sure how to adventure yet, so waiting to see what happens.
Here,
All
here,
right.
here. I'm gonna step through this, guys. See if there's something on the other side for us.
All right. Real quick, I will say though, Murakami, with your passive perception, you notice on the opposite side of the couch from you, you see some movement. There appears to be a small snake moving around on the couch.
Hey, hey, Mr. Elf, is that snake poisonous?
I'm
Wait, good.
not entirely sure. It's probably no bother.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to pick up the snake. I'm gonna try to go and look see if I can find out where it is and pick it up.
For some reason, I'm imagining
Uh,
the Inspector Clouseau scene where he goes, "Does your dog bite? No, bites him. I thought your dog doesn't bite. That's not
that
my
is
dog."
not my dog. You are a foot and a half tall, so this snake is roughly like 1.5 times your body length. Like this.
So you're petting an anaconda.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, well, that's
You're
great.
still going to pick it up?
Oh, I don't know if I can pick it up in that case, but I will. I'll interact with it and make sure that it's not hostile. I mean, I've been in the woods a long time, so I'm familiar with animals
Yeah.
and their behavior.
Yeah. Give me a either give me an animal handling check or a perception check. 8 for the animal handling. Okay. The snake, he's not. He just doesn't seem to be paying much attention to you. That's
Oh, well,
really all.
Well, that's
Hey,
fine.
yes.
I'm just gonna sit. He's not paying me any mind.
All right. All right. So you're just chilling. The snake is chilling. Tinsel, you want to take a look at that plant?
Well, I thought I heard one of my buddies mention it. I thought they were checking it out, but it does look interesting.
Yes, there is a plant up there. So is anybody going up on the desk to investigate?
I thought I
I
was
can
checking out the
lift
desk.
somebody up there if they want to take a look.
Sure.
I'll say you can climb up because there's a chair, so you can climb up onto the chair and then climb up onto the desk.
I mean,
So
I'm
you,
already here. I don't know why you're asking if he wants to do it. Oh, don't bother me. I'm just talking to God. I don't think he makes a lot of sense.
All right. So as you guys are up there, you hear a small voice say, "Hey, who's there? Who's there? Is somebody here?"
Oh, I am the great and powerful artificer. That still doesn't roll off the tongue. Anyways,
All right.
I am here because, well, I was shrunken down. I don't really understand. You see, I was shrunken down and now I gotta move around, you see, so. I gotta find a fireplace. Apparently that one doesn't count.
Okay, so you know magic then.
No, I know science.
You know science.
See,
Well,
everyone
that's really
thinks
different.
it's magic, but really it's just science you don't already understand. As soon as we understand it, then everyone will no longer call it magic, they'll call it science.
Science. Okay, so what kind of science do you do?
Well, right now it's not that great. It's mostly mending and creating vines and sometimes I can create fire. Well, not really fire, just more lights.
That's fine. Can you make some lights for me? It's I don't get a whole lot of sunlight in this room, so it's a little hard to grow. I know I'm just in a pot, so I don't really want to, outgrow the pot, but a little bit of sun could do me some good. If you could pop a light for me, that'd be wonderful.
Well, there was this one room that had lots of bright sunlight in it.
I'm referring to the green room.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, light would just make it, easier for people to hit you.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been on this desk for a really long time. I like this desk. I don't want to move.
Let's see. How heavy
I
are you?
I'd have to take all my stuff with me. This is um, it's a good sized plant. Maybe I'm trying to think of with the pot and the soil in the pot. This is like 10, 15 pounds. So
Okay,
this
well,
would
you're
be
a little
real
heavy.
tough to move. Yeah. For you.
You're a little heavy. How much is healing light? Would you be okay with like radiant healing light?
Yeah, that might work. I don't think I've ever had that before. I haven't had a any of the more divine spellcasters in here. I get a lot of students that study magic.
I'm really bad at it, but okay. Cure wounds.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's just what I need. Just what I needed. This is fantastic. So I keep dipping to that voice. I don't know why. I just keep going back to like New Yorker voice. But
Oh, you're from New York? I never heard of York. You're from the
Yeah.
new one? Wow, that's great.
yeah, there's a couple of them. If you go to there's certain portals in I'm trying to think of where they are, but there's this wizard. His name is Mordenkainen, and he helps me get there sometimes. And there's this, he'll put me in somebody's house, and I'll sit and watch. And they play this cool game there called it's called Dungeons and Dragons, and everybody sits around and they pretend they're adventurers, and it's really weird. Sometimes their adventures take place in places I've been. Like sometimes they'll talk about the Feywild.
Oh, well, so sorry. I dozed off there. Talking about things that are just kind of weird. Anyways, it was a great story. Maybe you could tell the fairy guy sometime.
Oh, I did. That's how he lets me stay here.
Ah, okay. Well, that's how you got such a nice room.
Are we about done searching the room?
I thought you guys were investigating the
Yeah.
crack. I was just doing.
Yeah, there's a crack in the wall here that you guys can look through, and looking
Yeah, I was about to go through.
crack. There is. Let me find it. Where is it? Yeah, so there's a couple of the wall studs that you can see in there, and they're going straight down, and you can look as you look down, maybe 5 or 6 feet down, you see firelight from the room below, kind of emerging somewhere. So you surmise that you can probably get to the room below here by just climbing down those wall studs.
Hey guys, there's a way down this way too.
And American interrupted
Hey.
the story. I thought, what?
Good eye. That seems like it'd be a bit faster than those stairs.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to go
But
to
look, it's
Americana.
fun.
I'm gonna go, hey, let me go get Americani. I'll stick my head out. Hey, I heard a little commotion out here. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was just telling our elven friend about some drow I met, and this guy, one of the drow, was telling me he's a great wizard. He's developing a great library, a web-filled one with books in the webs. He called it the interweb. It was a great time, and yeah, it interacted with these little spectacles that were attuned to it, and anytime you needed something, you just goggle it, and you'd find what you wanted, and then you came around the corner. So yeah,
Man, I don't know if I had too many ales earlier, but I cannot understand a word you were saying, Americani.
that's okay. That's
Hey.
okay. None of it.
I'm
None of it's
glad you
valued
made a
with
friend.
adventurers like you.
Yeah,
Aw,
what size is that snake, by the way?
we're all getting started.
The snake, it's about 2.5 feet long.
Oh, so it's like a small snake.
Yeah, well, for you guys, it's a big snake.
I know, but according to rules, I can talk to it.
Oh yeah, you could. I keep forgetting.
Hey, you got a friend. Hello, what's your name?
His name's Jim.
Yes. My name is Seth.
No, Seth the Snake.
No,
That is
his
so
name's
nice.
Jim. Why do you keep calling him Seth?
You don't speak snake. Okay, you know it.
Are you here for the Ember King's trials?
Oh yeah, the guy just threw me in the room and made me even shorter, which I didn't even know was possible.
Ah, yes. That happens to many adventurers from different places. Uh, do you have a plan to get downstairs, or do you need some help?
Oh, you can help us get downstairs? Well, we found a crack in the wall, and we also found stairs. So.
Maybe let me ride on top of him.
Yes.
Hey, what are you talking about? You don't speak snake.
I'm just saying that maybe you would though.
Snake either.
And as the
I'm
snake
just putting
is
the
offering
idea
help,
out there if you want to whisper that to him.
as the
I was
snake
going to see what the
is,
snake was willing to offer before I start offering his services.
as the snake is talking, he's moving further out of the couch. Maricani, you couldn't see it from the angle you were at. He was, nestled in pretty deep in the cushions there. But as he's coming out, you see he's got a pair of wings. Here's a flying snake.
So what's Jim saying? Hey, Jim.
Oh, well, he's saying he can help us out with the trials if we want. Maybe give us a ride down the stairs.
Yes, I could do that.
Whoa, look at those wings. That's going to make it way easier. I thought we were in for one bumpy ride.
Now, I do have another idea, though, that I was going to do, but you can give if you could give my friends a ride down, all I want is you to get this rope over the railing. I'm going to make myself a zip line.
What a wonderful idea. I can help you do such a thing. So yeah, he can totally help you get up there. You could climb on top of the railing and slide down as well. You can make a zip
I was
line
more
out
just
of it.
going to do like a rope thing where I tie a rope together and sit in it and slide down on the rope.
Like make a whole little basket.
Actual zip line,
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not even going to make you roll for
That's
that.
my plan for the railing at first, but then everyone wanted to explore more, so I was like, okay, we can explore more.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go down this way, you can do that. There is also the way down behind the log pile. So that's 2 avenues.
How about we figure out where the log pile goes, then go down the stairs, because I want to use the snake and the zip line. But I want to know what room it leads to. The other one.
Yeah, I will
Just in
say.
case we want alternative methods,
Yeah, I'll say with Small Fist over there with his monk abilities, you can shimmy down pretty quick one of those studs, and you find yourself on top of. Here, I can actually just. Oops, hang on. Let me reveal the map. This will be down on the first floor. You'll find yourself here on top of this cabinet, the red number 6 cabinet. That's where you'll find yourself.
You haven't revealed anything yet.
Oh no, it's down here, guys.
Yeah, you zoomed out.
Down on the first floor.
Okay, so I'm assuming the stairs takes us to these stairs. And
yeah. You can see that that's where the stairs are as well.
Okay, so we can take either or. Whoever wants to go end up on top of the cabinet can go that way.
Hey, why don't we split it up?
Do the snake thing.
We got 3 and 3. I'm down to
I'm going through the fireplace, guys.
You said
right,
fire.
so...
I mean, that's kind of got my name on it. Let me see what I can do.
Right. You can ride a snake and ride a zip line.
All right, so Hines on his zip line makes his way down the stairs. No
Maybe I'll ask the
problem.
snake if he can open the door. Here.
Yes, the snake can open the door. And the rest of you who climb down and onto the cabinet, onto these shelves, this is just as you can see in the map, this is a open cupboard. You guys are on top of the cupboard right now, and if you want to climb down, I'm just going to need a dex check. And you do. Everybody still has their inspiration, so if you want to make it with advantage, you can.
Oh, also, I take a ration out of that bag we got earlier and give it to the snake as a little bit of a treat. I don't know, maybe it's like, I don't know, some sort of jerky.
The snake just looks at you and says, "Thank you so much." And flies back up.
Okay, I use my inspiration. It seems much better.
All right.
I mean, you guys really should have taken the snake. It was much easier to travel.
Americani and small fist dexterity checks, please. Advantage if you want to use your inspiration.
All right. Dice going off. Got it.
Four. Okay. Small fist, what you got? Oh, is my mic working? Hello?
Yep.
That's
You're good.
Yeah, okay. Charlie, did you roll your
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to roll a check going down the fireplace?
to hop down from the cabinet?
Dex?
A dexterity check. Yep.
Ooh, still have inspiration actually, so okay, that's a little bit better.
All right, cool. So all of you are able to make it down without knocking over any dishes. Maracani just slips a little bit, but is able to catch it. As you're falling, as you're dropping, you drop onto the edge of a plate, and it starts to teeter over, but you're able to almost like jump off into the air and kick it back into place, so it doesn't fall down.
Whoa, that was very fancy. You did really great there. That's awesome.
And so this is the kitchen in here. This is the heart of the tavern. There's ember pixies flying back and forth everywhere. The room is brightly lit, and so they're the pixies. You know, they're used to this. This is just something that their boss does for fun. This room is 45 by 30 feet. And over here on this side, the southwest side, there's a large cooking fire. And then on the northeast side by the stairs, you see there is a locked door. Or I guess you don't know if it's locked, but there's a door there, and then there's a door on the eastern side that you can surmise gets you back into the tavern. And one of the pixies that's flitting about seems to be the kitchen manager. Comes in and says, "Oh, you guys are doing the Ember King's trial. That's great. That's great. Looks like you're almost done."
Oh, it's been a blast. This place is very interesting, and
Yeah, it's quite different for a lot of people when they first come in, especially you material plane folks. Oh, I guess you're elemental plane, so things are a little weird here. You get it.
I
what's this? Oh,
I always feel at home here in the in the taverns. What do y'all been cooking back here?
Oh well, just everything on the menu. We've got the stew, the pretzels. Yeah, my favorite, the special charcuterie board. It's got all sorts of things on it. It's a lot of charcuterie. You get like four things, and you get a quarter of the board is for each one of those things. With this one, every single thing is different. It's like a box of chocolates.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Wait, quick! Small! Get off the menu or I'll serve you!
I ask, hey, what's up with this door here?
Which the door that's the one under the stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just to the storerooms down in the basement.
Oh.
Nothing you folks need to worry about.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you. It was great. I'm going to go finish my stew now.
I mean, if that's where y'all keep the barrels of ale, I could probably go down there and make sure there's no rats or anything disturbing that area.
I mean, at this size, you could probably actually get more ale for your buck.
It sounds like I could swim in it.
Unfortunately, the percentage is still the same. So, yeah. But yeah, you guys can go through that door and make your way to the fireplace if you so wish.
I can't do so.
Look, guys, I think we pretty much made it.
Yay.
All right, and as you finish, the Ember King comes out, and bam! There's that bright flash of white again, just as you saw before. But now you're back to your normal size.
No.
So everything is back and hunky dory as it was.
My normal tiny size.
Oh, good. I can now reach my french fry and finish my meal. Oh, that's cold. Curse you!
Well, we can have more. We can have more brought right back out to you if you tell us how your adventure went. What'd you do? You find anything great? There's always interesting people in all the rooms. So,
Oh yeah, you have like the friendliest rats and rodents here.
I met a woman who did not like us touching her stuff.
Most people don't like other people touching their stuff. That's very astute of you to learn. But yes, there's a lot of good rats here. It's interesting in the Feywild. There's a lot of really tiny cats, and it's almost in the material plane, you employ cats as mousers to get rid of rats and mice. But here in the Feywild, we employ rats and mice to get rid of cats. We call them catters, and so they keep everything nice and clean.
I don't want people to be too catty around here.
Exactly. That's
Can we just pause for a minute, though? You say they keep the pets out. That's pretty interesting. Glad I don't have any myself.
Yeah.
I met a nice pet snake. That was really friendly. At least I think it was someone's pet.
Oh yeah, the snake. There's a student here, and he's studying magic or something. But he hangs out and he goes out into the Feywild usually, and that's where he does his research. But he comes back out of his snake is nice, and I think everybody who stays upstairs, I let them know about the snake. Must have slipped my mind when I was talking to you all, but good to see that a friend Seth there was friendly towards you.
Yeah, I think his name was Jim, if I recall correctly. But yeah, he was pretty nice.
Good old Jim.
Well,
I found someone who wanted me left alone and just wanted to read his book.
Oh yes. Our,
was that the
friendly
student?
Elf up there.
No.
No.
No,
No,
okay.
that was not the student. Our elf friend there, he mostly likes to just be left alone. I honestly, I don't know why he stays in his room. He doesn't stay in his room. You keep the door locked, nobody comes in. That's the point of locks, right? But
Sure.
I don't know. I guess he enjoys the company up there, despite his outward appearance. So, but Yeah, welcome back to the tavern. I'll, let me refill your drinks,
Ah, thank
and
you.
and as promised, I owe you a couple things. The first thing I owe you is, let me find it. The cloak of protection. Can you guys see that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this is a stupid good item. You do need to attune it, but it's +1 AC and saving throws. So real
Nice.
good stuff.
Nice.
Cloak of protection, and let's see. I owe you some money as well. Let me.
And thank you.
Uh,
The tavern I like to visit regularly back home, it's almost as nice as this, and if we can get our funds back together, maybe with your help we could be as great as this again.
potentially. Are there? I don't know. Are there any specific brews there? Is there something interesting? Maybe we could get a little trade agreement going.
Well, there is this one drink. It's called Fireball. Tastes just like this, these little red cinnamon candies that are popular in the fire plane. Yeah,
Oh.
it's harsh. Don't drink too much of it.
All right. Well,
The young
I'll
kids
talk to
seem
you
to love
later.
it. They're too young to be drinking that crap, but they seem to love it.
I'll have to talk to you later about this. This sounds mighty interesting. And so, if everybody could roll 2d20 for me. All right. I gotta do math. Shit. I didn't think about that. 21, 14, 11. Let me just add up some numbers real quick. So in total, including this will include the three. Actually, I don't. Hang on. Doo-doo-doo. So I'm not sure if Adventures League rules this gets. I would assume this gets split among everybody, but
Yep.
there's okay. So there's a total of 227 gold to be split among everybody across six of you. That comes to, we'll round up. We'll just call it 38 gold for everybody, along with your cloak of protection, and as an added present to keep you a little safer on your journey out into the Feywild, we'll throw in a potion of healing as well.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, your house gets the plant really wants more sunlight.
Oh yeah. I've been meaning to get an extra window up there in that room, but one, it's hard just to do it because he's like, I gotta talk to somebody to just have him move somewhere else. It's hard to get contractors to put a window in when you're always moving your tavern around from place to place. They get pretty frustrated with that. So, but
Actually, would he want a candle? No, he probably wouldn't. That's fire.
no fire. Yeah, he doesn't like fire very much. So I try to put him on the in the warmer. I tried to put him in the warmer room so there wouldn't have to be a fire. But now I guess there's no light in that room, so now I got to put him in a different room where there's light. It's a whole. It's a
I mean,
whole.
he could probably just trade rooms with that woman in the red dress. I mean, she has tons of sunlight.
I suppose you could, but the plant there. He lives up there. He's got all these great stories. I love him. Love him. All right.
Cool. Thank you so much. Yeah. Cinna's
Yeah, that's
very
everything
appreciative.
I have.
I'll probably hang out here for a night or two and get a couple more drinks, and then I'll be on my way to see what else I can gather to take back home.
Well, if you want to get back to Waterdeep, that might be an issue. You've got about 3 more hours before we move somewhere else. We move the tavern someplace
Oh, goodness.
every night. So, you could go back to Waterdeep. You can go out the back door into the Feywild, or you can just see where we end up.
That sounds like a good time. He throws back another drink. It's nice meeting you all. Hopefully we run into each other again.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here and stay in Waterdeep. But yeah, it's been great. You guys are great. It's been great.
Great.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, DM, do you also lot I believe 3 service hours